Hey guys, Michael Dengler here from michaeldenglercoaching.com. Today we are going to talk all about fats, one of my favorite topics. Fats, friend or foe? Now, if I took a poll and I asked you if you thought fats were your friend or your foe, I'm willing to bet the majority of you would say they're your foe. Now, why is that? Well, I think it's because if you go back to elementary school, you think of the food pyramid, where are fats? Fats are on the bottom of the pyramid, and you're only recommended 1 to 2 servings of fat per day. And carbohydrates are at the top, and the recommended serving is 6 to 11 servings per day of carbohydrates. So we've been programmed to think that fats are bad, fats make you fat, and carbohydrates are good and they give you energy, which they do in some cases, but too many carbs will certainly make you fat. Okay, so I want to talk to you about one of my favorite diets that I've used to personally lose 15 to 20 pounds in a matter of 6 to 7 weeks, and that's the ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet is a high fat, high protein, high green vegetable diet that focuses on eating foods that are rich in fat, low in carbohydrates, and eating whole foods. So the ratio is roughly 65% fat, 30% protein, and 5% carbohydrate. And carbohydrate includes sugar, breads, grains, pastas, a lot of items you want to stay away from. So I want to go over a couple of my favorite high-fat food items that you can get at your local grocery store or Whole Foods that I personally cook with on a daily basis. Okay, here's my favorite. Raw whole milk, grass-fed. Now, this is an interesting topic, somewhat controversial. Raw whole milk is one of the best things you could put in your body. Now, the reason for this is this milk is not pasteurized or processed at all. You're pretty much getting the milk straight from the cow. You get 100% of the nutrients. When you buy whole milk that's pasteurized in the grocery store, 60% of the nutrients are pretty much wiped out of the milk. And all you're really getting is sugar, which is kind of the reason we want to avoid this. The second item, which is a favorite of mine, that I eat 2 or 3 times a day is Greek yogurt, which is one of the best fatty foods that you can have in the morning. Now, it's whole milk. You always want to buy the whole milk, plain Greek. And you can do a lot of things with this. You could eat it plain. You could throw a little bit of blueberries in it. You can have it for a snack. It's a great way to start the day. It'll fill you up in the morning, and it's great protein. There's a lot of great protein in it. Dark chocolate is something you could actually add to your yogurt. I buy the organic extreme dark. You want to get at least, this is 88%. You want to go at least 88%. I go with 90% sometimes. You want to watch in the grocery store because some of the dark chocolate 60%. And if you look on the back, the higher the percentages, the less amount of sugar and carbohydrates is in the bar. So if it's 60%, you're probably going to have 7 to 8 grams of sugar and carbohydrates, which you want to avoid. Butter. We want to be cooking in high fat substances. This is one of my favorites. Have nice garlic herb butter, grass-fed butter. You can use it for a variety of things. You can put it on your steak. You can use it to saute with. Fantastic. My favorite, duck fat. Most of you probably haven't heard of duck fat, but this is one of the richest fats you can cook with. I bake chicken wings with this. You could saute pretty much any poultry in it, and it tastes amazing. So try it out. You can get it at Whole Foods. Pork lard, same brand. It's just based on what you're making. I usually use the duck fat if I'm cooking chicken, poultry, or duck. The pork lard's good for if you're doing steak, if you're doing any type of pork, bacon. It's just a little bit different flavor. Same concept. You want to avoid cooking in high-fat oils. Olive oils are not great to cook with. Canola oil is terrible for your arteries. Olive oil is fine if you are roasting in the oven or using it for salad dressing, but once it hits a high smoke point, they're carcinogens really affect your arteries. So you want to stay away from that. Salmon is one of the foods with great omega-3s, very fatty. I actually use this for a snack and at lunch. You could buy it in a can. I get it at Whole Foods. Ton of omega-3s. Make sure you're always buying the wild-caught salmon. Farm-raised tends to be processed and you don't know what's in it chemical-wise. So whether you're buying it in a can or you're buying it at the grocery store, make sure it's always wild-caught. All right, guys, pretty much sums up the ketogenic diet. If you're interested, I actually have a free ebook on my website, michaeldenglercoaching.com, where you can get my ebook. Talks more about fats, talks more about diet and nutrition, and I'm going to have a cookbook coming out soon with various recipes, so please stay tuned. Check out my blog on michaeldenglercoaching.com, and have a great day.